The warning beacons drifted in the void at the edge of the Soul Exclusion Zone, their crimson lights pulsing a message that had remained unchanged for 2 centuries. Human space, entry forbidden by Galactic Treaty 2387, violators will not be recovered. Captain Velthara of the Andromedan Survey Corps adjusted her biosuit nervously as her scout ship approached the perimeter. She had volunteered for this reconnaissance mission against the explicit orders of the Galactic Council, driven by scientific curiosity and the arrogance of youth. After all, how dangerous could one species really be? The galaxy had learned the answer to that question the hard way. It had started innocuously enough when humanity first made contact 300 years ago. They seemed pleasant enough, curious, adaptable, eager to trade and explore. The Galactic Council had welcomed them with the patronizing warmth reserved for promising newcomers, offering them junior membership and access to basic technologies. The first sign of trouble came when human colonies began appearing in contested space, worlds that had been the subject of bitter territorial disputes for millennia. Somehow, humans had managed to establish settlements in places where 3 different empires claimed sovereignty, and none of the established powers could figure out how to remove them without starting a war with the others. "It's remarkable," the human ambassador had said with that unsettling smile they all seemed to share. "We just find the spaces between your conflicts and make ourselves comfortable there." The second sign was when human merchant vessels began operating in pirate-infested sectors that even military convoys avoided. When the Galactic Trade Commission investigated, they discovered that piracy in those regions had dropped to 0. The pirates hadn't been driven off, they had simply vanished entirely, along with their bases, their ships, and any record of their existence. The third and final warning came when the Hegemony War Fleet, fresh from crushing the Centaurian Rebellion, decided to test these newcomers by demanding tribute from human colonies. None of them ever came back. Captain Velthara's sensors screamed as she crossed the boundary markers. Immediately, space around her seemed to come alive. What she had mistaken for empty void revealed itself to be a maze of structures that defied classification, not quite ships, not quite stations, but something that existed in the spaces between dimensions. "Unknown vessel," a calm human voice filled her cockpit, speaking in perfect Andromedan despite the fact that her species had never shared their language with Earth. "You are in violation of Treaty 2387. State your business." Through her viewports, Velthara could see them now, human ships that moved like living things, flowing through space with organic grace. They didn't seem to follow standard physics, appearing and disappearing as if space itself bent to accommodate them. "This is Captain Velthara of the Survey Corps," she transmitted, her voice trembling despite her training. "I'm conducting research on—" "We know who you are," the voice interrupted gently. "We've been monitoring your approach for 6 months. Your ship's biosignature, your mission parameters, your personal psychological profile, we have complete files on your entire crew dating back 3 generations." The implications hit her like a collapsing star. Humans weren't just defending their space, they had been watching, cataloging, and studying the entire galaxy from the shadows. "The treaty exists for your protection, not ours," the voice continued with that same terrifying calm. "Your species still thinks." In terms of conquest and territory. We think in terms of ecosystem management. As her ship was gently but irresistibly turned around by forces she couldn't detect, Velthara realized the truth that the galaxy had spent centuries trying to ignore: humanity hadn't been contained by the exclusion zone. They had simply allowed everyone else to think they were in charge of the cage.